Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's virtual lesson on Teaching Techniques, Teach Like a Champion 2.0. I'm Sheena Batling, one of your instructors for this session. I hope you're all ready to dive into some exciting learning. Our lesson is very important because it is going to be helpful to us teachers, to the students that we are going to teach. These techniques are helpful for us to make the students understand our topic. Now we're going to talk about the technique 35, which is the break it down technique. Break it down technique is a powerful teaching tool that it can be difficult to use because it is primarily a reactive strategy. You use it at one of the most challenging moments in teaching, immediately after an incorrect or insufficient answer. For example, when we are asking a student and then the student doesn't know the answer or doesn't have any idea, so we're going to use a break it down. But before I show how break it down works, we're just going to talk about this. The goal of break it down is to ask a question or present new information that will help the students answer correctly while still doing as much of the thinking as possible. In simplest terms, they want to provide the smallest viable hint, helping the student use what he or she does know to get the correct answer. Meaning, we're going to help the students to get the correct answer. But we are not going to give the whole answer, but we're going to guide them in order for them to know the answer. That's how break it down works. So we're just going to guide them, and the students are going to do their best while we guide them to know and to get the correct answer. Moving on. Smallest viable hint. Yan. A teacher never really knows what knowledge a given student has, nor exactly how big the gap is between what the student knows and what he needs to know to succeed. Because the ideal is to cause a student to apply what he knows to the greatest degree possible. It's often best to try to provide the smallest hint possible. If our students doesn't know the answer, we can just give a hint to that question for that student can give the correct answer. If he or she still didn't get that correct answer, we can just more give some hint that is nearly to be for them to know the answer. So I'm going to show you the steps on how break it down works. Here, there are 7 steps in break it down. First is provide an example. Yan. Give an example on that correct answer. And step 2, provide a context. Explain how it is connected to that answer. And third, provide a rule. Step 4, provide the missing or first or step. For example, blank down. So the question is, what is the answer on the blank? What is the other word? For example, it is up down. So we're just going to provide what is that missing word to that correct answer. And next, step 5, roll back. So go back to the step 1 so that he or she will get the hint as much as possible. Kaya na niyang masagutan. Pero pag wala pa rin, we'll go to step number 6, eliminate false choices. Yan. Alisin natin lahat ng hindi connected dun sa correct answers. And 7, fighting rigor collapse. We're going to use all of these 7 steps for us to help the student know and understand the correct answer is. And this is the technique number 5. It is the break it down technique. I hope you are going to use this properly so that the students can understand the lessons. But this technique is very hard to execute because we want to, sometimes mga teachers wants to just give the correct answer as much as possible para makapag-move on na sila sa next topic. But we should not give up to that student even though he don't know the answer. So we just have to guide and help them as much as we can for them to understand the topic. Okay, now that you have understand how technique number 35 break it down technique, now we're going to have some short activity. Now, I want you guys to enumerate the 7 steps that is here and how break it down works. I want you guys to pause the video and think kung ano yung step number 1. Step number 1 is provide an example. Step 2, provide a context. Step 3, provide a rule. And step 4, provide the missing or first step. Step 5, roll back. Step 6, eliminate false choices. And step 7, fighting rigor collapse. That is the 7 steps on how we are going to use the break it down technique. And hopefully you have understand how this topic works, and I hope you are going to use this properly for us and for you to use to any discussions where in anywhere you are going to use it. It is going to be helpful as long as you know these 7 steps. And thank you so much for listening. Have a good day, everyone.